it's your turn to...
Oh, is it for me?
Consider yourself fired.
Why are you winking at me?
Consider yourself fired.
Hello, and welcome to the JT and Drew Show. I'm JT.
And I'm Drew.
And we're two nobodies talking about nothing.
Consider yourself fired. Welcome back to the show, bud.
Hey,
nice
thanks
to,
for
nice to
letting
you.
me in the building again. Appreciate that. I can't say appreciate, apparently. Appreciate that. It was nice that the locks were not changed.
Yeah, I mean, you weren't gone quite long enough. I think my threshold for lock changing is about 2 weeks.
Gotcha.
And you were gone for about 1. So you barely made it, but you did make it.
That is true. I did. Thank the goodness of your heart that you changed the policy to 2 weeks.
See, he does have a heart. That's kind of my combination of a gangster / Grinch.
Yeah. No, I got it.
A Grinchster.
Yeah, I don't got that. All right. Wonderful. Moving on.
Stench.
Okay. That's
moving on.
You got to watch your words, man. Sometimes they might hurt people.
That's true. I've heard the old adage. Maybe you even heard it too growing up once or twice. But sticks and stones may break my bones. But words will shatter my spirit.
Yes, they will. So you got to watch it.
I'm sorry, that's not the one we grew up with. That's the one that they're perpetuating these days.
Oh, that's why it's fresh in the brain.
Yeah. I think ours was sticks and stones, break the bones, words will never hurt me. So you were taking the power away from the bully who was calling you names because you're like, yeah, I don't care.
But on the inside.
I don't care.
Yeah, you were.
Stop, I don't care.
Yeah.
But now it's, you use words, and words are more damaging than physical harm sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
The struggle for these kids must be so real right now.
Yep. You and me, we'll never understand.
Never. Speaking of never understanding.
Yeah. Criminal Minds,
there was a, who?
Go ahead.
Colonel Sanders?
No. Why are we talking about KFC?
I don't know. I thought you said something about the Colonel, and I started salivating.
Ooh.
I think my psychology class is making sense now.
Well, that's inconceivable, so let's move on. Let's resolve this resolution. So there was a 21-year-old social media influencer, and we're not going to say her name on the show because we're not going to give her any credit for her shenanigans. Hashtag you know if you know. Here you go.
And so this all happens in Philadelphia. She's this big social media influencer, goes out, does crazy things, skits, whatever, gets a lot of laughs, views, gives advice to people. Well, supposedly, one night in Philly, I don't know if that's where she was born and raised, but she's been spending most of her days there. Fresh Prince, anybody? Crickets.
Yeah, definitely didn't get that reference. I got it now. Dang it,
yeah.
I need to pay attention more often.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
I don't TV a lot.
I feel like I'm just talking to a wall.
Most times you are. Who's drifting off about Oreos. Go ahead.
So, she's out and about. Mm-hmm. These people, I'm going to call them a mob. And the article, they refer to them as like a group of people, some protesters.
Oh, so a mob?
A mob. They're going into different stores and looting. Stores like the Apple Store, other technology, clothes, whatever. It doesn't matter. They're going in, they're breaking in, and they're looting the crap out of it and just causing all kinds of chaos and destruction. Well, she finds herself in the middle of all this, and she gets up on a table, and she's kind of like taking a selfie, if you will, but with video, and she's live streaming, and she's showing everybody looting the store and whatnot, and she's laughing about it and cheering and just kind of egging them on. Well, turns out she gets charged with 6 felonies and 2 misdemeanors, including burglary and conspiracy. And you can even hear her in the live stream saying, tell the police that they'll either lock me up tonight or it's going to get lit. It's going to be a movie. Okay.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Is that like
Kids,
one
I
of
don't
those crazy kids no cap thing?
For real. Respect the drip.
Still don't know about this
So-
drip.
Yeah. So she's got a lawyer, of course, because she's got all these pending charges or what have you. Her lawyer takes the most absurd approach to it that I would think when I'm reading this article. I was like, whoa. What? The
You're
lawyer
somewhat of
says,
a
and
lawyer yourself.
I'm a wordsmith.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. But the lawyer says, it sickens me to witness the media's complicity in what can only be described as an all-out assault on black and brown people, as their character and actions are mercilessly vilified.
You're brown
Again, what?
Yeah. What?
So we're looking at, if you remember, what's his name, who beat up the 7-Eleven clerk and then went out and was fighting with the cop, Michael Brown, I think.
Yeah.
He was a college-bound saint. Similar kind of scenario here in that this girl hasn't done anything wrong. Why is the media painting her as a villain? And she's this social media influencer with this big background and following, and she's funny and she's charismatic and vibrant, and she's African American. She's only 21 years old. She's got a lot of talent, and why are y'all doing this? So her lawyer's, super upset about the media outlets posting her mugshot. Apparently in her mugshot she had tears streaming down her face. Her hair was a mess. And her theory, the lawyer's theory, is that the media is just doing this to satisfy their need to get clicks on their websites and to sell a salacious story.
Or, and hear me out,
Okay.
she was in the middle of it and didn't stop it or didn't call authorities.
Well, you remember hearing the phrase wrong place, wrong time?
Yeah.
Even if she didn't stop it or didn't call the authorities, she should have got the hell out of there.
That, and she should not have filmed it, and then she should not have said all them things in that video.
Yeah, everything guilty.
Huh. Okay. So,
Yeah.
continue, please.
Yeah. So her lawyer believes she's committed no crime. She did nothing more than capture the raw emotion and reality of public outrage. Here it comes.
Mm-hmm.
So all of this looting and her being in the wrong place at the wrong time, all of this is for a cause. Because there was a police officer who, I guess a while back, allegedly murdered somebody in the city there. So they were protesting, and their way to get back and get justice for this person is to go through and loot stores and film it and live stream it and, have a party, break things, steal things, whatever. And it's totally justified behavior because they're doing it in the name of protest.
That
and
doesn't make any
justice.
sense.
Yeah.
So
So when you were a kid with your kids and they misbehave, you shouldn't get onto them. You shouldn't correct their behavior because they're probably doing it for a really good reason. And you don't have to agree with that good reason because the reason is good to them. That's all that matters.
nope.
You
No,
have
sir.
zero authority.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
The rules don't apply.
Let me discipline one of my children, and then the other one acts up and starts breaking my house because I disciplined that that child, and this child over here is breaking windows and smashing TVs and whatever. No. What world is this world coming to? And where are we going in the United States?
To hell in a handbasket.
Yeah, well, get tickets to the shit show, kids, because it's a good one.
But before you do, subscribe to the show. Feel free to write us, and then head to your final destination.
Man.
Can't make it up, man. Can't make it up. It reminds me of that movie, The Purge. I don't remember if you watched that one or not.
No, see, I never have watched that one.
Yeah,
Probably
I don't
because it's not
recommend
a comedy.
Oh, no, I love it. Love comedy.
Oh, I was going to say The Purge?
No. Same premise, though. The Purge, this scenario, plenty of scenarios. The peaceful summer of protests, mostly peaceful protests. People are pissed off and, they get to go do whatever the hell they want for X amount of hours.
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
That's why we have laws. That's why we have rules or policies or whatever in place. You can do this. You can't do that. If you do this, there's a consequence. If you do that, there's a consequence. Not, oh, well, you're only trying to give me consequences because I'm black or I'm brown or I'm a woman or I'm a man or I'm an X, Y, A through Z, T, all the symbols and plus signs and minuses and all the things. So you can't say anything about or to me because that's hateful.
So, but a straight man can't come back with the same argument, right?
Well, is he white?
Yeah.
No, he can't.
Yeah.
Is he any other race?
No.
If he was, he still can't. Because if he has a counter argument, then that means he's white.
Yeah, what if he was brown?
Nah, then he'd be an Uncle Tom Brown version.
What if it was you?
The same thing.
You're an Uncle Tom?
I would be an Uncle Tom Brown version.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Because, just so you know, and this was clarified a few episodes ago, based on our lovely politicians, white supremacy does not only apply to white people.
Let that one sink in for a little bit.
Yeah, can somebody make it make sense, please?
Oh, this makes no sense.
No.
Cap.
But switching gears, yes, no cap. Oh, I like that.
Oh.
That was good employment of the words.
I try to stay with the kids, but I can't.
Yeah, the
time.
kids do some crazy stuff these days. And
Well,
it do be like that sometimes.
It does, and I can't get in with the whole looting the Louis Vuitton because some cop killed some guy.
Yeah. No bueno.
I like burritos.
Yeah, I do too. And
Now I
tacos.
kind of want some.
Yeah.
Ah, you jerk. All right, moving on. Is it getting hot?
Moving on. It's just me, but we could end the show early if you want.
I'll meet you at the urinals.
Ooh, I'm getting help this time?
No. I bought something for you because your doc said no heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a chair at the urinal. Just stream it in, It's kind of like what they do on the line.
I'll just take a hover around instead. Take up the whole space there.
Just make sure it's got a flag and a coon hat
Yes.
on there.
Yes, and I need a little bike horn.
Yes.
I don't know, I can't do the noise, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Speaking
Of hot in here?
of hot in here,
Holy mackerel. This story intrigues me.
what story is that?
This story about Yellowstone.
Ooh, Yellowstone, like the TV show.
No. Like the
Oh.
actual national park.
Oh, okay. Tell me more.
Yeah. I can't because I didn't write it. But I will read off what the producers wrote down. Yellowstone is a home.
it's told.
This is true. Yellowstone is home to the incredible amount of geothermal activities. Okay, so they have like a super volcano. Nobody knows anything about Yellowstone. Just know that's a super volcano. Okay? And what what lies right on top of the super volcano is a body of water. So what happens when really hot magma, because magma is still in the earth, lava is that stuff that comes out, right? It's pretty much the same thing. It's just lava's outside the crust and magma's inside the crust.
Okay.
Does that make
It's like a
sense?
boiling pot of water. The magma's in the pot. The lava would be the foam and stuff that spills over when I don't check on it in time, and it's starting to spill out.
Exactly. Yeah, makes sense. Like when you're cooking rice.
Yeah.
Not in a rice cooker.
No.
Because I
But on
can't
a
afford
stove.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was a man in 2016 and his sister who decided to go ahead and explore the park. If you've never been to Yellowstone, Yellowstone usually has signs that say, hey, come over to this location and come see this hot spring, or hey, here's that one geyser, that kind of Old Faithful. That's what it's called. That kind of, kind of spews up every minute. What is
That's
it
what
like?
they used to call me in the NICU.
That is not what they called you in the NICU. Wait, were you in the NICU?
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
never was.
I was about to say, did you visit
I
me?
just ran out of other places. I've been called something in every other grade and every other instance. I thought I'd throw NICU in there.
Yeah, well, that's a terrible place. I have been there before. So,
Yes.
back to the story. The man in 2016 and his sister decided to go see one of these hot springs, right?
Okay.
Well, they sat there and they thought, hey, you know what? This would be a really good idea if you videoed me, right? Because we had phones back then that had cameras. And I'm going to jump in and you just video it and then I'll get out and we'll have a good laugh about it. Well, he did. He jumped in, but he never came out.
Okay. So for context here, because I'm trying to wrap my mind around this, I think hot springs, people go on vacation, they go visit the hot springs, and it's like a hot tub, and they get in, and it's supposed to be relaxing and healing and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I guess most of those places where those are available, they're not sitting on top of an active volcano.
Not as intense,
Okay.
but still active, right? So the lava cavity isn't as high as it is in Yellowstone. So Yellowstone's cavity is a lot higher than it is in, like, say, Japan, where you see the monkeys that get into the hot springs, and it's kind of like a salt hot spring, and it kind of gets in with the people. I don't know why you're laughing. That is a real place and a real thing, and they have videos of it. But in the wintertime, monkeys get into this hot spring, and people can come in, and everyone kind of swims around and whatnot. Well, this one is not like that. This one is kind of like... It's super duper hot. Okay, it's not just super hot, it's duper hot.
Golly. Okay.
So the man jumps in, and then he kind of disintegrates.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that elevates quickly.
Yeah. It's
I wonder... Okay, so he jumps in. His sister's filming this. I wonder if he has time to react. Like, does he have time to flail and scream, or is it just like, oh, I'm dead?
depending on how hot the water can get, it's for this particular situation, it was most likely instantaneous. I'm sure his brain recognized pain for maybe 3 seconds and he was gone.
Yeah.
However, at the park, they have signs that say, do not enter the water. I'm sure these signs were everywhere at this time. This park has been known for at least over 100 years. So,
yeah, yikes.
Whose fault is it?
Yeah. Well, and I mean, if you look around and you don't see, all these people are in the hot springs enjoying themselves, I'd like to as well. I mean, if you look around and there's nobody there or nobody else doing it, maybe that should raise a question mark.
Well, I don't know about
or maybe
you.
Dip a toe in first, or
I was
finger.
about to say, yeah, that would kind of like splash my hand in there. And if it's like, ow, that's really hot, then I'm not going to jump in.
Yeah, I'd rather lose, a limb or a finger or a toe or something, just get melted off and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I don't want that to happen to all of me.
There are stories, if you've ever been on Reddit, about people doing that, where they'll put their hand in the water and then it's only in there for like a second, maybe 2 at the most, and they'll go to the hospital because they'll develop blisters and they have to amputate.
Gosh.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's pretty hot water.
Yeah.
So it was unfortunate that this man didn't make it. Rescuers could not recover his body.
Yeah. Jeez.
But remember, kids.
What a way to go. And for his sister, like, to have filmed that and have that memory with you forever. I mean, she may have deleted the film or it got lost or I don't know, whatever. But to have been there and witnessed that, I mean, you can't unforget something like that, you know?
Yeah, that one's going to be seared into her brain till they meet again.
Yeah. Golly, yeah, that's rough. Yikes. I don't know if I want to go to Yellowstone anymore.
I've got a list of people I would love to go to Yellowstone with. Oh, did I say that out loud? Sorry.
You want to take them to the hot springs?
Hey-o. No. For legal
Round
reasons.
3.
Oh, no.
Fight.
Nah, 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 nah. I don't know why that song is stuck in my head.
I was thinking Mortal Kombat at first, and then I was like, wait, no, that's Pump the Jam, isn't it?
No, that's Mortal Kombat.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. I was thinking Pump the Jam. Pump the Jam.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, if you want some more doom and gloom,
Ooh, I like
not
doom
quite
and gloom.
not quite the jump in
Yellowstone.
a hot spring and melt your body off of its bones. But,
Yeah.
We've been talking and following the war in Ukraine.
Oh, yes, I have.
Putin's war, as it were.
Yep.
Supposedly, the UK has been talking about sending troops to Ukraine to help train their military.
Who has? I'm sorry, repeat that one more time?
Did I say the UK?
Yeah, you said,
Britain.
no, you said, I think you
Ukraine?
said Ukraine.
Oh, my bad. Britain.
Oh,
Britain's been talking about sending troops over there to help train their forces.
jolly good show.
NATO's not involved. But we're involved.
Hang on just a second. Is the UK a part of NATO? I forget.
Bro, you're barking up the wrong tree.
The answer to that is yes. Britain is part of the NATO.
So, the Kremlin,
Ooh.
right?
Yeah.
The Kremlin threatens Britain with, oh, you want to send troops to Ukraine? How does World War III sound? Because if you send troops, we're going to start World War III. Well, we're not going to start it, but we're going to
Ramp it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, former Russian president was pissed. And he says that the number of leading idiots in NATO countries is growing. And these idiots are actively pushing us towards a third world war. Now, I can't wholeheartedly disagree with that statement. As we've talked about before, definitely not saying, hey, we support Russia, and Russia is the good guys. However, I think there's a lot of, I'm not touching you instigation going on.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to come right up to your property line, and you've already told me I'm not allowed on your property, and you've trespassed me. If I step on your property, I can be arrested. So I'm going to stand right at your property line just to annoy the crap out of you. But I'm not going to step on your property. But I'm going to try to get a reaction out of you.
NATO is soon to step on that property.
Yes. So the Kremlin, saying what they said, their justification is that if Britain were to send troops to Ukraine for any reason, they would become legal targets. And as such, they would be ruthlessly destroyed as British NATO specialists, not in any other capacity. Like, oh, well, these guys are only here to train people, or they're only here for administrative support. Nope, they're going to be legal targets from NATO. That's how we're going to view them when we destroy them. So
And
the
what did
UK,
British say?
well, yeah, the UK Prime Minister says, whoa, hold on, don't get your panties in a wad. Well, he probably said more like, let's have some tea and crumpets first. But he clarified what his defense secretary's comments were. And he said, well, what he really meant was that it could be possible to one day in the future send troops to train in Ukraine. That's something for the long term, not the here and now.
I don't know if you've noticed, and I kind of watch these doom and gloom YouTube channels. That's kind of like my new hobby now. But I've kind of noticed, and they've kind of pointed it out, but, when people point things out, I kind of got to do my research and just kind of see, are these guys really saying things? Are they blowing smoke up your butt? Kind of a deal. And the reason I have a comment on any of this stuff on the show, one, you won't let me, but two, it's not, it hasn't been approved by the producers, but three,
moving on to our next topic,
is because a lot of what these guys are saying is actually true. And so why would I regurgitate what they say, watch their channel? But if you haven't noticed yet, when either NATO or the U.S. comes out and says, hey, we're thinking about sending tanks. But like months ago, they were like, well, no. If we send tanks, that's the start of World War III. And they're like, you know what?
We're not going to be doing that.
We've been thinking about sending tanks over there to these guys because it would really help. It's been it'll either be a couple of weeks or it'll be a couple of months later that actually happens. Oh no, we're not going to send the Patriot system over there. They've got their own defense mechanisms in place. And we've been thinking about sending the Patriot, and then 2 weeks later, boom, it's there. And then it's knocking rockets out of the sky, saving Kyiv. Hey, I didn't think we were actually going to send these. Well, we thought about it. Just went ahead and threw it on a boat or on a plane, and so we sent it to Poland, and then it just sort of made its way through the border.
Yeah, funny how that works,
Yeah, I do know through these guys that we in the U.S. have people there. I don't know if it's on the Poland side or if it's in the Ukraine side, but they're doing like, oh, here's these many things, and yep, okay, they're checking out. We've got these many things, and oh darn, we've lost these many things. We don't know where they went. Oh, they got on a train.
Yeah, I know. I was reading an article the other day, and we have, I don't know what their official title is. There's some kind of advisors, accountability type, like you were just saying, where, America's sending, or the U.S. is sending over 10,000 new guns and this many new missiles and blah, 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 blah. And they're supposed to be keeping accountability of all that stuff.
Yeah.
And ensuring, the American people that all the stuff that we're sending over there isn't just being turned around and sold on the black market. It's being used and utilized, employed by the Ukrainian forces for this war. I don't know that I believe that wholeheartedly.
No.
But like you mentioned also, the diversion tactics, right? We're going to give stuff over to this other country, and then maybe whatever they do with it is up to them. And it gets in other people's hands. And it's just a way to divert their attention, or our attention, from what's actually happening.
Yeah. Well, have you heard this? And we can dive into this at a later show because I've got an announcement I need to make. But have you heard, it's recently come out, that the Biden administration is worried that the Ukraine politicians or the Ukraine government could be corrupt?
What?
Say it isn't so.
No way.
Man, we've been talking about this for a long time.
Wow.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah. No, that's very interesting because, again, we've seen, left side, right side. The left side can do things when the right side does them. It's not allowed. It's unprecedented. How dare you? And then when the right side does something, how dare you? And then the left will turn around and do the same dang thing. And, well, I mean, they did it, so why can't we do it?
Yeah.
How long have people been saying that Ukraine is very corrupt and that all the, I'll use the word again, shenanigans between the Biden family and Ukraine have been going on, and they've just been denying. This never happened. That never happened. This isn't true. This is all propaganda. So for them to be going, oh, well, they actually might be. It sounds to me, now I'm going to let me find my tinfoil hat real quick.
Oh, yeah, I better put that thing on.
I'm going to put this on. It sounds to me, maybe somebody's got their tail tucked between their legs. They're sweating a little bit, and they're like, oh, crap. Well, if the ship is going to go down, I want to make sure I got a lifeboat.
Yep.
These other people, screw them. They can sink. I'm going to take care of me. So if they can come out in front of it, ahead of it, hey, these guys are corrupt, and we've known, but we've been working behind the scenes and just not telling the American people, to keep them at ease. But we're not involved in any of that. This is their own stuff.
Yeah.
Really?
Try again.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? If you don't know, today, and we're going to get this out on the 4th, so today is Wednesday, there is going to be an announcement by the National Emergency System, FEMA, whoever's going to be doing this. You're going to get a notification on your phone that says this is the National Emergency System. No action is required. If you're listening to a radio, the notification is going to go on for about a minute, and then it's going to shut off, and we'll all kind of return to our lives. But if you're as paranoid as Drew is, you might want to look a little bit deeper into why America would do that. I'm not saying anything. I didn't say it.
Heard it here first, folks. They're working behind the scenes to nuke us all.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, prepared. that is interesting. I mean, we go through that where we work on a weekly basis, where they test different alarm systems and that kind of thing, just to make sure things are still operational, functional.
Yeah.
But I mean, in the
well, hang on. How long have you been alive?
You're taking the words out of my mouth. In the 3 decades that I've been alive.
Only 3, huh?
Plus a few years.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember the last time we had a test.
Nationwide.
Yes, nationwide. I remember when I was in Hawaii and somebody accidentally pushed the button that said, hey, missiles are inbound from North Korea. And then they came out and were like, oh, oops, that was an accident.
Sorry.
I remember that and getting that notification on my phone, but never like a hey, yeah, across the nation, we're going to run this test and you're going to get a notification. We just want to make sure, that everybody is able to receive this and be fed whatever information.
Right. It's always been local county or local government saying, hey, there's a tornado, you need to take cover, or hey, we're getting a really bad storm and you might want to take cover. It's always something that's been local, but it's never been nationwide.
No, they're not always on your side.
That is true. Go to farmers. They at least grow crops.
Speaking of announcements, I've got one quick thing to throw in here that maybe we'll talk about on a later episode as well.
Okay.
They were interviewing, they being Congress, I believe. I got to watch the video again. I sent you the video earlier.
Yeah, I didn't.
But they're interviewing some of these medical or healthcare professionals about COVID.
Oh, here we go again.
Getting them to testify under oath about it, and again, tail tucked between the legs. They're denying things, and well, we never told or urged or recommended that anybody be fired for not receiving the vaccine. We never. One of the questions was, did you or why did you think that masks for children under 2 years old was a proper protocol? Well, we never forced anybody to wear the mask. We never said or recommended that people had to wear them or put them on their children. Really? Because that was the interpretation by a lot of these people. And then when they reread what these people had said to them, oh, no, I didn't say that. Really? Because this is your own tweet.
What was this, the news what do they call him? Jean-Pierre.
The press secretary?
Press secretary. Who was the one before Jean-Pierre?
Jen Psaki.
Yeah, Jen Psaki.
Circle back.
Yeah, circle back Jen Psaki. That's right. I vaguely, and this is very vaguely, and I could be wrong, so don't put my feet to the fire just yet, but I vaguely remember her saying, if you don't get the shot, you could lose your employment.
I remember my own company telling me that.
Well, yeah, obviously I remember the company telling me that, but I vaguely remember it coming from her. Not again, I could be wrong. And if I am, please, make a comment or shoot us an email. Oh, no, you're wrong, JT.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure you end that sentence with JT. Because Drew's never wrong. Well, except for just then. But if you remember when Biden, I don't remember if it's when he was campaigning or when he first got in office, and he was saying how, he's not going to make this stuff mandatory because he believed that people will do the right thing. Now, people, those are some dangerous words. Because if you peel back the layers of that onion, it gets pretty scary pretty quickly with control. I'm not going to force anyone to do anything because I just know that they're going to do the right thing. What happened? People weren't doing the right thing, so then they made all these stupid mandates.
Well, not just that, but before they made them mandates, everyone would come out saying, no, they can't do that. This is a law.
Yeah, they can't do that. They don't have the power to do that.
They can't force you.
They don't have the power to do student loan forgiveness. That's not within the president's power. And then, he's going to do student loan forgiveness. Again, you have to listen very carefully when these politicians speak, not just Democrats, Republicans, Libertarians. It doesn't matter. Anybody in those positions. I was listening to a show this morning, and they made a very valid point that I think we oftentimes forget. These people work for us. They are our representatives. They're our voice. It shouldn't be the other way around. They're not our mommy and our daddy, and they know what's best for us, and they tell us what to do. No, we vote
to get them their job.
Mm-hmm.
The power is in your hands.
Represent us.
Yeah, and if they're not representing what you want and you voted, it doesn't have to be for them, but if you voted, then you have a voice. Even if you didn't vote, you still have a voice. This is America. We have an opinion about everything. But if they're not doing what you would like for them to do, then contact them and let them know.
Yeah, get a hold of your local representatives. Send it up the chain.
No, just go straight to the horse's mouth. Just all their emails and everything are all online. Phone numbers and all that crap. All you got to do is just look it up.
Google their address.
Yeah.
Knock on their door.
Smack them around a little bit. Throw some tar and feathers on them. No, don't do that. Please don't do that. JT didn't tell you to do that.
Wow, JT took it and made it very, very, very racist as usual.
No, I did not. I just put the old, the old way. Pre-industrial revolution.
I don't know anything about that. That's not in my ancestry. Maybe
what?
You're
tar and feather?
Your roots?
Tar and feather? Really?
Is this something that your family used to do?
Do you know how to read?
You seem well versed in this.
Are you...
Do I know how to read?
Yeah.
Would I not know how to read because I'm brown?
It's in the books. Go read it.
Maybe it's in your family reunions and y'all celebrate it.
I don't have family reunions anymore. I don't even know who my cousins are.
Well, as long as you're not kissing them, you're doing better than some.
No, hang on. I got more than that. I was going to say I have 4 cousins, but I don't. I've got a lot more than that. I know a few of them.
White power.
Mostly on my mom's side, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We have had a packed show tonight.
It's been packed, yeah. We got a couple of topics to talk about next time. Drew, as always, it's good to see you, but let's not waste any more of these people's time. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. Roll them back up. Put them in your bra straps, and let's skedaddle.
Not the bra straps again.
As always, we'd like to say thank you for stopping by and listening to the podcast.
Yeah, we realized that you could have been doing anything way more productive, but you chose to waste your time with us.
We look forward to talking about absolutely nothing with you next time.
If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, please email us at
jtandrewshow@gmail.com or visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/JTDrewShow.